Hi everyone, welcome to Nina Cucina. Today I am making my shrimp and scallop burgers with Asian rainbow slaw. It's low calorie and high protein and filled with antioxidants. I've got a couple of peppers here and a gorgeous red cabbage. Look at that beautiful color. I'm going to get started with these peppers. Just going to slice down the walls of the pepper to remove the core. Give me that end piece as well. There we have the entire core right into the garbage can, really easy. Let's do this yellow pepper. This yellow pepper is so bright, it's almost orange. A couple little seeds there. Slaw-like ribbons. Now we're going to add 2 cups of grated carrots. I like buying these already grated just at the supermarket. They're readily available in the produce section. And I'm just going to sprinkle about 1/4 cup of sesame seeds on top. Now let's make a quick dressing here. I've got some beautiful white balsamic vinegar. This is honey ginger. It has fabulous flavor. And some roasted sesame oil. And I've got some fresh ginger. Now here's a tip. Keep your ginger in the freezer. It'll make it a lot easier to grate. This is just frozen solid. I'm going to, I say about close to 1/2 inch. I'm going to grate right into this dressing. There we go. A little sea salt, 1/2 teaspoon, and I'm just going to use a little bit of chipotle. You can use any heat that you like. I love chipotle. Let's give this just a little whisk. Oh wow, that is, you can smell sesame and ginger. It's fabulous. Let's pour it right on top. We're just going to give this a nice toss, lightly, because the bowl is really full. Now I'm just going to set this aside so that the flavors can marry. Now, our shrimp and scallop burgers. Let's get started. We've got some beautiful wild shrimp here. I'm just going to put them in my food processor. You'll notice that I've been storing these on a paper towel. The reason for that is that I want to keep them very dry. The drier your shrimp and your scallops are, the better your burgers will stay together. Now I'm just giving these a little rough chop in the food processor. Give them a little scrape down to make sure that everything gets chopped evenly. There we go. And it's going to go right into this bowl. Get the last little bit off of our blade here. Next, we're going to do the scallops. Now, I also have the scallops on a paper towel lined plate, and I'm going to dry them even more. The key is dry scallops. Now, these are nice and dry. You can see they're almost sticking to the paper towel. That's really what you want, because you want to keep them dry enough to adhere to your shrimp. These are absolutely fabulous burgers, and you'll want them to stay together. Now we're going to absolutely puree these into a paste. Now we have a nice white puree. Just going to pour that right into my shrimp bowl. But the scallops act as a binder, so you want to get every last sticky drop out. Get this out of our way. Now let's do a little chopping. I'm going to start with some chives, about 1/2 cup. These are going to lend a nice green oniony flavor. Just run your knife through, get all those little extra long pieces chopped up. Into the bowl it goes. I've got about 3 tablespoons of capers. Now I'm just going to run my knife through those as well, just so they spread evenly through the scallop shrimp mixture. Into the bowl. I have here some chopped shallots. I like shallots in this because they just sort of melt away into the burgers when they're cooked. I'm going to do about 1 teaspoon of sea salt. I like sea salt because it has more minerals and less sodium than the table variety. I have here something that's going to give it a lot of flavor. This is 2 tablespoons of hot powdered mustard. This is the kicker. A little white pepper, about 3/4 teaspoon, and 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Now let's talk about some fresh herbs. Today I'm going to just use a little bit of oregano because I found some in my garden, and some fresh parsley. Now you can do anything you want. My standards for this are usually, dill, tarragon, and parsley, or dill, tarragon, and basil. But when I found this oregano in my garden today, I thought was so proud of myself, I had to use it. So you don't want too much. This is just going to be about 1 tablespoon. Plus, I didn't want to take my entire plant. My thumb is not that green. And I'm going to use just about 3 to 4 tablespoons of chopped parsley. This is Italian flat leaf. We're just going to fold these ingredients together. Just kind of smush them all together with the back of your spatula. All those beautiful green tones mixing in with those shrimp and the scallop puree and that pepper and mustard is going to give it just a little bit of heat. Now that looks good. Now I'm just going to grab myself a bowl of water and an ice cream scoop, and we're going to make burgers together. Now what we're going to do is I'm just going to dip one hand in my bowl of water here, and I'm going to take 2 ice cream scoops full of our burger mixture, dip my other hand in water, and I'm just going to make a nice burger patty. And you can see all the beautiful colors in that patty. These are so nutritious, high in protein. Let's do another one. 2 big scoops, little water. You can make these any shape you want. You can make them round, you can make them oval. I've made them square, but round is pretty much the easiest way. Let's go to the stove and start cooking them up. So I'm just going to add a couple of teaspoons of grapeseed oil. Now, you're just going to leave them alone and let them brown. Now, once they've browned on one side, just give them a flip over. Give them about another 3 to 4 minutes on the second side. Now I've got beautiful brown burgers on both sides, so I'm just going to turn off my heat and move them over to my work surface, still sizzling hot. Let me show you how I put this plate together. I'm going to give my slaw one last toss just to get all those flavors together. I'm going to put a nice big scoop right onto the platter. And we're going to just take a burger, sizzling hot and golden brown, and just lay it up against the side. And let's get some potato salad for this plate as well. Now, that is burger night, Nina Cucina style. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? All those colors means lots of antioxidants and lots of flavor. Thanks for joining me today at Nina Cucina for burger night. See you next time.